Hello, this is Crypto CJ. Welcome to today's trade of the day. It's the Monday night Zoom edition, and Bitcoin is dropping. It's been dropping most of the day. Had a couple of resurgences, and then we dipped below 37 the last I looked. We're also in the midst of several 1, 2, 3 dips on the altcoins, so we might actually get some trades during the show, which is always fun. Let's go to the charts. All right, you guys should be seeing my, switch it to the day, my day Bitcoin chart.
Yes.
All right. Now, the drop today is kind of frustrating because we've had a lot of good news. This morning I heard that the US and Russia are going to try to meet to try to, make some progress on this Ukraine issue. So that I thought would push prices up more than it has, but it has not. This article is pretty cool. Number of small Bitcoin and Ethereum holders hit all-time high despite the prices going down. And they're talking about, people with at least 0.01 Bitcoin and 0.1 Ethereum. I qualify, so I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. So that's some good news. And there's one other thing I can't quite recall, but anyway, so despite some pretty good news, it's Dip City. From 8 this morning, till now, we're down over 5% on Bitcoin. So that's usually, 8 to 12% or 15% on the alts. All my short positions now have cleared out. I don't have any shorts open, which makes me nervous. So, and all my longs are getting pummeled. So that's kind of frustrating, but that's the way it goes. So let's see, let's go back to the price, 36.9. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Back to the day chart. I drew this line down here, this yellow dotted line to show the 36 area I was hoping would hold. Maybe I should have dropped it down here, made a diagonal line, but regardless, I'm always trying to find the bottom of these dips. Not always good at figuring it out, but with the indicators we have and divergence, we can usually at least get in the ballpark. I've drawn this line around 36.7. Hopefully it bounces back and makes a move back up. All right, any questions on Bitcoin or the overall market before we look at Ethereum? Okay, Ethereum. Looking pretty similar. I drew a yellow line at around 2,500. We'll see if that holds. 25.56 now. It's hard to say what's going on. It's just Monday blues. I mean, it's sort of a holiday, so in the US, maybe that has something to do with lower volume and lower prices, but I don't see that this would affect markets in other parts of the world. And there's one other thing I wanted to show you in the way of a new indicator I'm using. Now, I know we've talked about, I've added a bunch of stuff this year on my Zooms. Some trend indicators we've talked about. And the one I want to show you is this one here. It's called the VIDYA, VIDYA, Variable Index Dynamic Average. And what I like about it is it's a more specific, not specific, but more sensitive version of the exponential moving average, or the EMA. A lot of traders look at it at an EMA, maybe it's the 200, maybe it's the 50, and they use that to determine the overall trend, and then use that to determine whether they do longs or shorts that day. This was introduced to me by Terry Oliver, master chartist of CryptNation. He's been using this on a shorter time frames. I like it a lot. He and I disagreed about about using the 50-day moving average on shorter time frames. I think this is way better. So I'm glad he came up with this when he and I were chatting today. So an example, as you can see it here, this would also be similar to a shorter moving average, like a 20 period or 50 period moving average. but it also incorporates momentum and volume into it. So I like that. And this particular one, if you add it, I'll show you the one I got here is the one by this person, the one with the most downloads, which is usually what I gravitate towards. The VIDYA with 2787 downloads. And if you right click on it, it's really alert friendly, which is, how much I love my alerts. So, color alarm, it's the only option it gives you. And then it'll just tell you that it's changed color from red to blue. And you can see once there's not too many fake outs here. This is the hour chart. I'd probably use it for day trading on the 15 or 30-minute chart. Let's go to 15. Yeah, I mean, it flashes blue here on this candle, and then this jumps up like this. That's a really good entry and a really good day trade on Ethereum. 3% in 45 minutes. I mean, you have to match it up with your other indicators and the price action as well. But yeah, I'm liking this one a lot. And I'm going to be using it, on my day trading and my scalping. So the idea is if you're leverage and you're using this for both shorts and longs, when the line is blue, you'd only take long trades, and the line is red, you'd only take short trades. If you're spot trading, you're just starting out and you want to use this, just go for the blue lines. The blue lines will indicate that it's ready to go up. I mean, this blue line flashes here on this candle, and you would have caught this one here. 2.7% in 15 minutes. That's a great day trade. So, like any other indicator, it's not going to be right 100% of the time, or probably even 2/3 of the time in and of itself. So, match it up with your MFI, RSI, MACD, whatever else you like to use, or just look at the price action. You get the blue flash, a green candle closes over it. That could be a good sign to get in, especially if you're down here on the bottom of the Bollinger Band on a long. So that's the VIDYA and how I'm going to use it. Any questions on that, Ethereum or Bitcoin? Alrighty then. Let's go to Altcoin Alert, see if we can find some trades. Okay, need to reload. We'll go to our AA scores first. Okay, we've got AVAX with a good score, Acro, and Chili's. I looked at Acro, it's kind of a low volume, but Avalanche and Chili's have been, have had good volume on most exchanges. So we'll look at those first. We've got Chili's open at the moment, so we'll just start with that. Go to our day chart to get the big picture. I think most of the coins are going to look like this. The alts have really taken a beating lately, from November, to January, down 70%, some recovery, and then still down 70% since then. On the 1 hour, everything's been dropping on the 1 hour. So from the 16th to now, we're down 27%. Go to the 5, see if we can find something good. We've got our squeeze and our bubble. Too much clutter on my chart. I'm gonna turn off divergence and look for 1, 2, 3 dips. All right, so we don't usually count the dip that occurs in the squeeze. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I have 4 dips here, maybe even 5. It's a little bit bigger. And a green candle printing an upswing on the MFI and the RSI. MACD looks like it's about to cross. This might be a good trade right now. Not financial advice, with the way the market's been lately, you've heard this multiple times, but you might want to go in with half or a third of usual amount so that you've got some funds held back to ladder buy. I've had to ladder buy almost probably over half of my longs lately. Just maybe I should just be more patient, but that's been the reality lately of this market. You can also use alerts to help you out. Go to the 15-minute chart. That's where I like to put my alerts. You can use our VIDYA, this line right here. Put your alert and wait for it to change. Right now it's red. When it changes to blue, then maybe you buy then. You can also wait for the MFI to cross above 20. So your alert would look like this. Crossing up. 20 is the oversold for the MFI. Usually choose either once per bar close or once per bar. And then call it whatever you want. You're good to go. Same thing on the RSI. 30 is considered oversold on that. So I want to be crossing up 30. And then either once per bar close or once per bar. Call it, RSI alert, something like that. And you're ready to go. If you don't want to deal with all these alerts, maybe you think it's going to dip a little more. I don't know if we have support. This is the lowest price on this chart at the moment. Yeah, this is the lowest it's been in quite a while. So there's really no short-term support that we can use. So you're kind of guessing if you use a price alert. It's currently at 1690, 91, maybe put it down to 1650, 1640. And if that alert goes off, reevaluate. All right. Yeah, and while we have this open on the 15-minute chart, like this is the 50-day moving average. So if I were relying on this for my day trades, I wouldn't trade anything long at this point. Maybe that's good in this particular circumstance, but I would have missed this action here. This action here. That's why I don't like something that limiting, where this VIDYA is much more sensitive to the price action and putting out way better signals, way more accurate signals. So I'm digging the VIDYA. Okay, any questions on chilies? Folks are quiet tonight. All right, the other AA score we had was AVAX. Let's look at that. Okay, day chart. Had a big move in November, over 140. Had a pretty nice move a few days ago. Looked like it was coming back, almost hit 100, but stalled out and dropped quite a bit from there. On the 1 hour, take a closer look at that. Yeah, this is where it stalled. And from there, it's dropped almost 30%. Okay, on the 5-minute. Got our squeeze, our bubble. Looks like the dip's happening right after the squeeze. I don't think we count that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of these are 4 dippers and is trending up now. So MACD cross on the 5-minute, RSI, MFI both moving up. Not a bad entry point, I think, at the moment. If you're not quite sold on this, I'm with you. You could set an alert down here, say around 68 or so, see if it drops down there. Or you could right click on the VIDYA, get that get that color change. We're already, yeah, you should do that in the 15-minute chart. My bad. So we're already right at the cross on the MFI, not quite there on the RSI. Yeah, I'd want the VIDYA to change on the 15-minute chart, not the 5. So, all right. I think AVAX pretty close to a 1, 2, 3 dip trade if you're so inclined. Any questions on this? All right. Let's see what else we can find on Altcoin Alert. Doing pretty well on time. So the other way I like to use Altcoin Alert is with the long-term sentiment sort. I usually have to reboot. Or not reboot, but reload. So we have very bullish on this thing I've never heard of. And I'm looking for bullish or bearish combined with a bullish or bearish, depending on what I'm looking for on the Elder Impulse Daily. The long-term sentiment, as a reminder, is the word on the street, the Twitter action, comparing the last 24 hours to the last 20 days. And then the Elder Impulse Daily is a technical tool based on momentum, moving averages, things like that. So the rumor and the technicals, that's what we're looking for. But right now, they're disagreeing with each other. Got bullish and bullish on this DeFi chain. And that's it. So it's not showing us anything on the bullish side. Since we're here, let's look for a short. I know a lot of you guys trade on derivatives exchanges, using longs and shorts on Bybit and Binance and things like that. So if you're a new trader, you shouldn't trade leverage until you're good at spot trading. But I use this all the time to find coins to short. So yeah, look at Aave. It's down 6%, bearish, bearish, bearish. So this looks like a potential short candidate. The only thing that concerns me about doing that at the moment is that all these coins are already beaten down quite a bit. Let's see, that's the wrong setup. Let's go here. Day chart. That's just, I think we know everything's been beaten down since November. So I think maybe we'll just go to the hour chart and save some time. Get the big picture. From the 16th till today, we're down 26%. A lot of them look like this. The 5-minute, kind of a squeezy dip sequence here. It's not a very pronounced bubble. And it's got just these little candles kind of dribbling along the bottom of the Bollinger Band, not real decisive. So this one doesn't look that great to me. The other two we looked at look better if you're thinking about this for a long, but we want to short this. So let's go to the 15-minute chart. I don't know if I like the short setup either. So I think I'd go to the 15-minute and set alerts. I've got three green candles here. Looks like it maybe wants to come back. Everything's pointing up. So the VIDYA is still red, but that's not confirmed by the other indicators I'm looking at. So I want to see something like this on the MFI hitting 80 and then dropping. Something like that would be better. Let's say I caught that, had that alert going. That would have been, I probably would have gotten out around here at 4%. If I hung on longer, nearly 9%. That's a great day trade. So since I'm looking for a short on this, I'm going to do a do an alert here on my MFI. Crossing down 80. And once per bar close or once per bar. I usually put once per bar close early in the day and then once per bar if I'm doing this at night. So, because I assume it's only going to go off once, you know, in the evening. These kind of alerts don't go off real frequently, maybe once or twice a day. And then on the RSI, crossing down 70. Once per bar close or once per bar. All right. Any questions on shorting Aave? Or you could just get in now. I mean, it's trending down, but these green candles would concern me if I were shorting this. So plus these got to come back at some point. And this is the worst it's been, the lowest it's been. 8 hours. I keep pressing longer time periods. Yeah, there is support here. In the high 120s, it's 129 now. So I'm not sure if I'd want to short this at this time. I like it better as a dip, as a dip trade. So going back up, but that's not what the AA score was showing us. So that can be a conflict between seeking out dip trades, which are coins that have been beaten down and ready to come back, or something's been beaten down. Is it going to go down even more? That's why I frequently have shorts and longs going on at the same time. Okay, any questions on Aave? All right. Well, that's about it for Altcoin Alert, unless somebody has something specific they want to look at. I think the rest of these shorts would look similar to what I just showed you on Aave. So I was going to head over to iCoinPro. All right, let's do that. Okay, here we are on iCoinPro. I'm on the RSI SPY. It's one of my 2 favorite tools to use. Hold on here, let's take a quick look at the Fear and Greed Index. Fearful, 27 score. Last updated yesterday, so these are always a day behind, but I suspect we'll have a lower score tomorrow. And sorting on the 1 hour RSI, I'm looking for values 30 and below. If I can get those on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, that's something that's really been beaten down, should be due for a comeback. Or if you add the 1 day, that's even better. But unfortunately, most of those are Bitcoin pairs. I don't care to trade those. I feel like I'm trading 2 coins. It's more than I want to deal with. So what can we trade here based on this information? Got banned, 10 million volume on Binance. It's not great, but not bad. Yeah, I was looking at Neo before. Let's look at that. Much better volume. Oversold on both the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So we'll check it out. 5 minutes. Let's go to the 1 hour. Big drop since the 18th, just a few days ago. Down 27%. On the 5 minute, another dip sequence. Lots of divergence. Divergence isn't real accurate on this small of a time frame though. Got a squeeze in a bubble. I think since there's so many red candles after the squeeze, I would go ahead and count this one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's like a third 1, 2, 3 dip. There we go. And candle action trending up. MFI up, RSI up, MACD cross. I like it. So this could be a good dip trade moving back up. To the SMA line, about 2.5%. Also some resistance there. So yeah, maybe around from where it is now to 20.68, be 2.3%. It's a good day trade. I like it. Not financial advice, but this one looks pretty good. The setup looks pretty good to me. Okay, any questions on NEO? All right, and then we had, what was the other one? Band, let's look at Band. I haven't looked at that one in a while. Okay, 1 hour, hard drop. 24%. 5 minute. Yep, it's all looking the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dips. 3 green candles. Everything trending back up though. What's Bitcoin doing? Yeah, Bitcoin had lost 37K, dropped down about 36.9 or something like that. And now it's pushing back up 37K with a green candle. That's a day chart though. Let's go to the hour. Yeah, that one's looking pretty good. 5 minute. 3 green candles, none of them real decisive though. So I don't know, it could be a fake out. So as I've said last few weeks, you might want to go in small on either Band or NEO or any of the other dip trades we talked about today. The setups look good, but the overall market does not. So, I mean, that's to be expected to some degree in a dip trading situation. The best ones, of course, are when the market's trending up slightly or going sideways, and then you get that that dip with the return back to the trending up sequence. But we have a trending down sequence now, so dip trading is a little more perilous. All right, so that's what we have for this on the RSI SPY. If there's anything to short. If I could get a value 70 and higher, then that could be something to short, but I don't see any values like that. There's some in the high 60s, but these aren't Terra. I think I'll pass on that. So let's look at Buddy Coin Crawler. Okay, so the Buddy Coin Crawler, I like to sort from the average low to the SMA. That's the 24-hour low, the SMA line, which is that red line you see between my the Bollinger Bands on the charts. This one's huge. Alpine USDT 16%. I'm usually looking for 5% or higher. Big volume. This might be a new listing. Yeah, not even finding it. So I can't find it anywhere. Well, so much for that one. Let's see what else we got. IMX. Traded this one before. Volume's pretty good. Let's check it out. All right. Trending down hard on the hour. Down 34%. Ouch. 5 minute. It's a more pronounced dip sequence, bubble, or I mean a dip squeeze and a big bubble. 1, 2, 3, and coming up, but now dropping a little bit. And we have these undecisive candles. Some people call dojis or spinning tops. Don't always remember my candle jargon, but. So we're a little late on this one. If you think it'll dip again, you might want to set your alert down here, say around 152, 150, around there. You just do basic price alert. You change that to whatever you want. Another would be to go to the 15-minute chart and maybe wait for a more pronounced move on the MFI. I mean, we're already at 20, so you might want to do an alert moving above 25, maybe this one above 35, or you can go to the VIDYA and that will, just click on your color alarm. And when it changes color, since it's red now, the next color would be blue, something like this. Of course, that was kind of a fake out. We only went 4 or 5 candles and then it went down again. So perilous times for day trading. But I like the setup. If the overall market were stronger, I'd feel good about getting in on something like this. So any questions on IMX or iCoinPro or the Buddy Coin Crawler, RSI SPY? Okay, what about 35 minutes into our Zoom? I'll throw it open to any questions you guys have on Altcoin Alert, iCoinPro, any coins you want to look at, anything in crypto you guys want to talk about. This is the quietest you guys have been in quite a while. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and stop this here. And for those of you in Carbon, you hang around for the next session. If you're not in the Carbon Bot program, that's fine. You can go ahead and drop off now. If you're watching this on the recording, thank you for doing so. Hope to see you live on Friday.